Riverdale's Lili Reinhart reveals the moment she found out she got the role of Betty.
Kendall Jenner slammed for not tipping again.
Uh-oh, and the internet reacts to the Life of Kylie premiere.
All that and more on today's rundown. Hey guys, welcome back to the Happy Monday, or not so happy for Anna Faris and Chris Pratt. It was so sad when I saw the news last night. We have all of the deets later in the episode. But first, what should we kick things off with?
I don't know, maybe some Selena Gomez in the weekend news?
And you know that saying, celeb couples that support each other stay together, right?
Wait, is that a saying?
I don't know, I just think that. Well, that's what it seems like for Selena Gomez and The Weeknd. Last week, both stars had major magazine cover stories drop. Selena on InStyle and Abel on Harper's Bazaar. The two offered up kudos to one another on their Instagram stories. Selena shared a snapshot of The Weeknd's Bazaar September issue cover next to Adriana Lima and Irina Shayk. She tagged him in the snapshot and drew a heart next to his name. Similarly, The Weeknd posted one of the photos from Selena's InStyle photo shoot, a gorgeous black and white shot, and he added EXO to the picture. And that's how you do digital PDA, everyone. Now there's more. On Friday, Selena did an Instagram live video, and in the clip, she teased that she may play a snippet of her third single from her upcoming album, but instead she gave us this tea.
Yes. The other song, I can't give you any hints, but it's really upbeat.
Okay, now we have to patiently wait for that song, but I'm actually really excited about it.
I'm excited.
They're so cute.
They're so cute, and I love how they always do, like whenever there's like a cover story and we got her, like her Coach ad or whatever, they're always putting it on their Insta stories. It's just so adorable. So Viv, season 2 of Riverdale, cannot wait for it to come back. I'm currently binge watching season 1 on Netflix and I can't get enough of it. But Lili Reinhart is adorable and she reveals the moment she got her role. So Lili plays Betty Cooper from Archie Comics on the CW show, and when she heard she got the part, naturally she celebrated with a selfie. Over the weekend, she shared the throwback selfie with us on Twitter and wrote, "Found this pic on my phone from the day I found out I booked the role." In the pic, she's rocking some oversized shades and a bright yellow animated Team Betty t-shirt. Now, Shannon Purser, who plays Ethel on Riverdale, chimed in asking what we were all thinking. Did you buy the shirt before you got the role though? Lili explained that she was gifted the shirt by the creator of Riverdale, and Camila Mendez, who plays Veronica on the series, chimed in and wrote simply iconic. I always wonder, like, do you remember the first day you started at Clevver?
I do. I'll never forget how nervous and scared I was.
Right, I remember what I was wearing. I remember getting up that morning. But enough of that. Everybody is also talking about these Cole Sprouse and Lili Reinhart dating rumors. We just talked about this last week.
We talked about the whole jacket sharing thing. I think they're just friends, but what happened now? She congratulated him and the internet went
We may have confirmation.
Oh, God.
Maybe. Over the weekend, Lili posted a photo of Cole frolicking below the Philadelphia skyline to wish him a happy 25th birthday, but everybody's talking about what she wrote. She said, "To the man who has showed me more beautiful places in this past year than I have ever seen in my whole life, happy birthday, Cole. Thank you for all the adventures, and here's to many more to come."
Okay,
many more to come.
I take that back to the man that has showed me the many things.
What?
I totally ship them though.
They're an adorable couple.
Okay, and in other very important news, before we get to the Life of Kylie drama, let's talk about Kendall Jenner, who may have forgotten to tip. Do you forget to tip? Kendall Jenner is being accused of not tipping at a New York City bar. Naturally, the internet has some thoughts about that. So Friday, a Brooklyn bar called Baby's All Right posted a photo of a receipt of Kendall's $24 tab on Instagram, no tip included. It clearly says her name on the receipt. The photo included the caption, "Don't forget to tip your bartender," with a smiley face emoji. The Insta has since been deleted, but the literal receipts were already captured forever by the internet. And the internet is calling Kenny out for being, quote, cheap. One said, "Ew, nothing grosser than cheap people who don't need to be cheap." But some defended the model. Another said, "What if Kendall Jenner tipped cash? Happens all the time." The bar's photo clearly doesn't tell the whole story, so could it just be free promo for the bar, or maybe she was in a hurry? Well, something that's worth noting is her rumored boyfriend A$AP Rocky reportedly performed at the bar the same night for his friend's album release party. 3 years ago, Kendall was also accused of not tipping and throwing money in a waitress's face in New York City at Mercer Kitchen after the waitress wouldn't serve her alcohol, but she was underage. Okay, there's something that I always do when I tip cash. I write cash, because what if something happens and someone takes it, at least they know like you left cash. And then also, I feel like it's easier for you to tip them cash, because don't they take a percentage away when it's like with a card? I don't know about that, but I just feel like it's easier for you to just give them like, here's 20 bucks, as opposed to writing it in your card.
This is definitely, I feel like, possibly a promo situation where this person is just trying to get people to come into the restaurant or make Kendall look bad. Because I agree with you, like, if she did drop cash, it's very easy that the server could have just put in his pocket and then do this whole story, and now they're like, oh, whatever. But I work in the restaurant industry when I'm not here, and I don't care, like, whenever your server, this is just a little lesson, guys. Whenever your server is having a bad night or they're not being as attentive, you have no clue what is going on. There could literally be so many things. So even if they don't give the best service, I at least still try to give at least 10%, because I try to give 20%. I'm giving like a whole lesson on tipping right now, but it's passionate to me.
I always wonder, like, how much are you supposed to tip? Like, what if you don't like the service? Because I feel guilty, even though sometimes they're like mean or they're not attentive, but then I feel guilty not leaving a tip. 18 to 20%. If they didn't do a great job, then 10%. And if you're like a super famous model, come on, guys. Even if it was service, I think. I can tell you some celebrities that tip over 50%, but that'll be another. So enough about tipping. Back to the Life of Kylie drama. Life of Kylie premiered last night, and it premiered to mixed reactions. Of course. But people have a lot to say. So the 2-episode premiere let us inside Kylie's world and behind the scenes of her confessional interviews. The premiere also reminded us that behind the glamorous Instagram is just a normal teenage girl. So in one part, we see Kylie got wind of a high school student who's being bullied for not having a prom date. So she stepped in with her BFF Jordan, and they flew to Sacramento to surprise Albert just a few minutes before his prom started, which caused a total frenzy at the event. Honestly, I think I remember reporting on this story at Clevver. I do remember. You know what it was? We got a little tiny snippet, but now we got the full story. We got the full story now. It was very cute. Yeah. It was cool of her to go, and of course, she never had a prom because she was homeschooled due to her busy schedule. So I guess it was a win-win situation here, right? So in the episode, she also talks about how she feels like she lost parts of herself, including her funny side. She says that when I was 14, I used to post all these funny videos all the time, but she blames mean comments on social media for not showing her true self anymore. She also says that her sister Kendall, Bella Hadid, and Hailey seem like they are so natural and made for the spotlight, but that's not her. And the premiere episode ended with Jordan taking Kylie for a surprise night walk on the beach to feel normal for a minute. Kylie dropped the truth bomb saying, quote, "I just feel like this fame thing is going to come to an end sooner than we think. I'm getting that bug again where I just want to run away." We do like seeing another side of Kylie, but not everyone agrees. Cosmopolitan magazine says that the show is nothing more than a 30-minute Snapchat story. And CNN had similar sentiment, pointing out the irony of Kylie complaining about her overexposed life, yet filming every aspect of it. But one fan tweeted, "Feel Kylie on a new level makes me realize I need to take a step back and make the most of life while it matters." Okay, so I don't know about you, but Kylie here says that she lost her funny side. Why couldn't she keep it? Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, for example, like Jennifer Lawrence, she's so silly. We'll talk about Jennifer Lawrence later, but she's so silly, and I feel like that's what makes her. Yeah. So why did Kylie have to transform into this like beautiful, perfect Instagram model? Hopefully in Life of Kylie, we get to kind of see a little bit more of her real side, I guess? Yeah, I think in a way we're kind of seeing a more insecure side of Kylie, because we talked about how the mean comments affected her. So maybe it's to the point where she's just, because if you think when you're doing those funny videos when you're younger, and granted, she's kind of always been the spotlight because we've seen her grow up on that show. But since she's been doing this since she was younger, I imagine that the more famous she got, the meaner the comments get. And maybe she didn't have the thick skin and she's just afraid to open up to that side again. Very true. And she probably grew the thick skin. I do kind of agree with the critics though, where they're like, well, it's so ironic that you're saying you're not made for the spotlight, but yet you shoot and record absolutely everything. I don't know. I guess I have to watch the full Life of Kylie, and then we'll give an opinion in a few weeks, right? Okay, now for the saddest news. I know this one hit Emil real hard. You know what? It hit me. I was so shocked, you guys. Anna Faris and Chris Pratt announced their split. Very, very sad after like 8 years of marriage, and they have a son together. I've interviewed both of them. They're both sweethearts. We really don't know what happened, but this obviously happened last night, and they both posted a statement on the internet saying, quote, "We are sad to announce we are legally separating. We tried hard for a long time and we're really disappointed. Our son has two parents who love him very much, and for his sake, we want to keep this situation as private as possible moving forward. We still have love for each other. We'll always cherish our time together and continue to have the deepest respect for one another." Now, something to point out, Chris and Anna fell for each other back in 2007 while playing love interest in the movie Take Me Home Tonight, and Anna was married to Ben Indra at the time. The two remained friends until Anna's divorce was finalized in 2007. Chris and Anna eventually tied the knot in 2009 and had their son Jack in 2012, who makes continuous appearances on the pair's socials, so it only makes sense why they'd ask for privacy during this tragic time. Many fans of the couple took to Twitter to share their thoughts on the matter, as one fan asked for assistance on coping, saying, quote, "Send me your best breakup songs playlist. I'm in mourning over Chris Pratt and Anna Faris." Some fans are blaming Chris Passenger's co-star Jennifer Lawrence for the split, using her as a scapegoat. Now, last year rumors came out they hooked up while filming the movie, but both denied the rumors, obviously. At the movie's premiere, the stars looked awkward posing together. J-Law and Anna also had an awkward hug captured in a photo. And on top of that, during a kiss between Chris and Anna at the premiere, he wasn't quite looking at his wife, which was really weird. Do you guys think J-Law is a homewrecker?
No.
I don't know. No, well, no is the answer, but I feel like every time there are two co-stars that do a great job in the movie and there's a lot of chemistry, there's always gonna be rumors.
Yeah.
We talked about this. We're like, just because Emil and I do DHR together doesn't mean we're all of a sudden dating and we have great chemistry.
Yeah.
So I feel like this tends to happen a lot in movies, and it must be just so hard. And I'm sad for both of them.
Well, I mean, ever since the whole Brad, Angelina, and Jennifer, everybody automatically is going to assume that two major stars are dating,
Right.
especially when they're at the peak of their career. I can't imagine the pressure when you are an A-list actor dating another A-list
Right.
actress or actor, and trying to like balance that in addition to the kids, in addition to like people
Yeah.
inserting their opinion on your personal life.
And all of these awkward encounters at the premiere, I mean, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you're a woman and you have all right to be jealous of another beautiful woman who has to kiss and hug your husband in a movie. And I know they're actors, that's their job, but at the end of the day, we're human. So I feel like these awkward encounters may have just been like jealousy. I don't know. I don't think she's a homewrecker. I don't think she'd do that. But again, we don't know what happens behind closed doors. So. Okay, but that's a wrap for today's episode. Before you guys eat me alive in the comment section, please give us your opinion. Do you think J-Law had anything or absolutely anything to do with the breakup?
And on a lighter note and more positive note, do you think that Lily and Cole are an item? Let us know in the comment section below.
Maybe yes now.
Right.
Let us know in the comments. Make sure to hit us up on Instagram at Vivian Fabiola V.
And at Emil Innish Jr. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Next time. Yeah, tomorrow. Bye. For more, click left to find out if One Direction is reuniting without Harry.
Or click right to see Bella Hadid take a tumble during a night out partying with Kendall.